Governor, old show you falling behind Trump. Any thoughts on that?
I'm not a candidate, so we'll see if and when that changes.
Ron DeSantis may have not announced his presidential run yet, but Florida's lawmakers just snuck in a bill amendment to clear the governor's path to the White House. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence. Florida legislature just gave Ron DeSantis the go-ahead to run for president without resigning as governor of Florida. Tallahassee Democrat with the deets. Republican Senator Travis Hutson of St. Augustine has filed an amendment into a recently introduced Senate elections bill that would clarify that the state's resign to run law doesn't apply to those campaigning for president or vice president. Hutson is a co-introducer of the election bill, SB 7050, which has passed through two committees and is set to appear on the Senate floor Wednesday. As it currently stands under Florida law, DeSantis could not run for president or vice president of the United States without bidding adieu to his spot as the Florida governor. And this specific exception seems to have been carved out into Florida law, and it's clearly directed at DeSantis, as you can see from the language here. Gary Fineout, Politico reporter and provider of the weekly Florida Playbook, gave us the insight in this tweet. Okay, didn't mean to be confusing. DeSantis can run for president and not have to resign under change proposed today by Florida Senate. Senator Burgess, chair of Senate Ethics and Elections, said the Senate wanted to clarify the law in case DeSantis winds up running. It's interesting how Florida legislature decided that Senate Bill 7050 was the right place to go ahead and make this amendment, given that the bill itself is geared toward voter suppression. Yeah, it fines people who make a mistake when they try to help others to vote. Here's how the Legal Defense Fund described what could happen under the bill. In particular, inaccurate information or errors on forms provided by voters could lead to significant penalties. For example, if one or more voters misidentified their home address, an organization might incur a $500 penalty for each such error. If, on the basis of incorrect information provided by the voter, they submit those voter applications to the county other than the county in which the applicant resides. The vague nature of the language could be read as lowering the bar for convictions of double voting and could lead voters to believe that people will end up in prison simply for attempting to do what they believed was their civic duty. The bill alone is messed up, but then to use it as a vehicle to clear a path for DeSantis to go to the White House without having to risk his job, that's detestable. And now there's no reason to think that this amendment won't become law, given that Florida Republicans control legislature and they suckle at DeSantis' teeth, kind of like he suckles on the pudding on his fingers.
Ron DeSantis loves sticking his fingers where they don't belong. And we're not just talking about pudding.
Lawmakers in the Sunshine State are clearly out here doing Ron DeSantis' bidding. For instance, while they were slipping that amendment into SB 7050, their constituents were protesting in the Capitol Rotunda to stop DeSantis' attack on the queer community, chanting, "Drag is not a crime, and DeSantis must go." And several folks had some choice words for the representatives. F-bombs in Senate panel taking up bathroom bill. Y'all are here to play a role in Governor Ron DeSantis' election as president. And you know what? When he gets that position, he's going to leave you all behind just like he did the rest of the effing Floridians. After the speaker, who identified as non-binary, was finished, Senator Travis Hutson said, "Thank you for your time. Appreciate you," and went on to the next person who was testifying. It's evident that if DeSantis gets elevated to the White House, the country, or God, even the world, is in a world of trouble. We cannot let this happen. But then again, those are just my thoughts. You let me know yours in the comments below. Hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.